We'll start in few seconds. वेट करके आरंभ करिए. ओके हमें डिस्कशन कौन करते हमें ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्ट्रक्चर पर डिस्कशन करते व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हाउ द एम्प्लॉयज आर स्ट्रक्चर्ड organized in any company any organization and today we'll discuss more on that and we'll discussing something related to departments and delegation all these things. So we discussed line organization, line and staff organization, and matrix organization. Line organization is very simple type of model where you have one top management, then bottom management, in middle management and bottom management. Only one structure. One person is directing to the middle management is directing to the bottom management. Line and staff is in the middle management, you will have different staff supported to them. ଯୋଉମାନେ ମିଡିଲ ମ୍ୟାନେଜମେଣ୍ଟରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କୁ ସପୋର୍ଟ କରିବା ଲାଗି ସପୋଜ ଜଣେ ଅଡିଟର ଅଛି ତାଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ଆକାଉଣ୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ଅଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କୁ ସପୋର୍ଟ କରିବା ପାଇଁ କିନ୍ତୁ ମେନ୍ ରେସ୍ପନ୍ସିବିଲିଟି ଇଜ ୱିଥ୍ ମିଡିଲ ମ୍ୟାନେଜମେଣ୍ଟ ବଟ୍ ହି ହାଜ୍ ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ coordinator supporter so they can work with them. So that is line and staff organization. You have given some staff. Those staffs are related to the manager who are middle. But the main responsibility and the managers are responsible and answerable. Matrix relationship is where you have multiple managers. I was giving some example where suppose you are under one department, you are working with one department and you are uh, answerable everything to that department. At the same time, you are working with the different projects. So are actually answerable to two person. One is your department head and one is your project head. So that is matrix organization. This one I was taking. Matrix organization is defined. One is which there is a dual multiple managers. One or more managers are there in this organization. That is called multiple managers. So you remember these three things: line organization, line and staff organization, and matrix organization. There are some organizations which are based on the functions, the functional organization. Suppose HR is one function, accounts is one function, production is one function. So organizations are divided into different functions, different work they do. That is called functional organization. Functional organization means the organization are divided into different functions, different work they do, like production, sales, accounts, HR, like that. That is also one of. So it depends on the how they are organized.
يمكن بعض الناس.
Then we have departmentation. Departmentation is what I was telling briefly yesterday. So the organization is divided into multiple departments again based on their functions, process, products, market, customers, geographical area, time, etc. So, for example, we have sales department based on the customers. How do you divide? How you make departments based on the customer? Suppose you have one organization, you have one factory. You are making one department who is dealing with foreign customer. Any customer who is talking to you or buying something or dealing with you who are not residents of your country, the foreign customer, or you are dealing with the existing customer. There is one department who are dealing with only existing customer. There is one department who is dealing with only new customer. So based on the customer, you have different departments. Similarly, geographical area, north zone department, south zone department, northeast department, like that. Zonal wise, you can divide functions, process. Suppose there are a lot of functions, lot of process related to HR. So you'll make one HR department. Production, sales. So anything is similar to production, anything is similar to sales, anything is similar to product purchase, procurement. So you are making individually that department. So department means you are segregating the company into different group, different logical group. Based on some logic, you are dividing and putting them together, which are similar to their, they are doing similar function, similar process. Then you are making something. So it has a lot of advantages, it has a lot of disadvantages. The advantages is you are better utilizing the resources, better utilizing the skills. Like suppose you have all people who are good in nature, good in people management, you are keeping them in one group, and who are good in production, you are keeping them in another group production, and you have less disturbance and you have more customer focus. ତମେ ଯଦି ଅଲଗା ଡିପାର୍ଟମେଣ୍ଟ ଅଛି ତମେ କଷ୍ଟମରଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଭଲରେ କଥାବାର୍ତ୍ତା କରିପାରିବ. You are actually giving time to the customer. You are more focused on customers if you have many departments. What are the disadvantages? You think about some. This is not possible in smaller company, and you have so many departments means your operational cost will be more. You have for to that department you have to manage a lot of things, like you need multiple manager for multiple department, you need more people. So there are some disadvantages and advantages of department, but it aims to increase the performance and productivity of the organization. Main function to group the specialization into some logic based on their nature of work, skills, to simplify the overall production and group them accordingly. That is departmentalization. We studied some advantages here. It increases the efficiency of enterprises. Enterprise efficiency, what is it? It under the tax of fixation of accountability of results. Accountability, responsibility, what is it? It provides the fixation of standards of performance appraisal. Performance appraisals, it can increase because you can focus on one area, one department where the skills, the process, the nature of work is similar. So you will have better standard in place. ଯଦି ତମେ ଅଲଗା ଅଲଗା ଡିପାର୍ଟମେଣ୍ଟ ରଖିଛ, you will have better standard in place. Optimum utilization of resources. What does it mean? ଯେତେବେଳେ ତମେ ବହୁତ ଡିପାର୍ଟମେଣ୍ଟ ଅଛି, you are utilizing your resources in respective department. ତମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ବେଶୀ ଡିପାର୍ଟମେଣ୍ଟ ଥିଲା, ତମେ କିଏ ଆକାଉଣ୍ଟରେ ଭଲ, କିଏ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ସନରେ ଭଲ, କିଏ HR ରେ ଭଲ, ତମେ ସେଇ ଅନୁସାରେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ୟୁଟିଲାଇଜ କରୁଛ. If you have no department, then you will not able to decide who is working on what. So that is optimum utilization of this. There are many advantages of departmentation. The various steps involved in departmentation. So department ତମେ divide କଲା ବେଳେ କଣ କରିବ? To identify the tasks, duties. କୋଉ କାମ ହଉଛି ତାକୁ ଆଇଡେଣ୍ଟିଫାଇ କରିବ, analyze the details of each task. ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ କାମର କଣ analysis କରିବ, describe the functions or to group similar activities. जो similar activities समान समान एका प्रकार activity ଅଛି, एका प्रकार process ଅଛି, then you group them logically. To entrust the grouped activities to departmental head. So you will identify then after all these tasks 1, 2, 3, then you will group them together and name them a department and putting them under a departmental head. Departmental ଯିଏ head ଥିବେ ତାଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ତମେ you are creating a department means you are analyzing and breaking down your work, what you do, and putting them into proper manner. The tasks which are similar, the process which are similar and same in nature. So you are grouping them, then you are putting them under departmental head. These are the steps. ତମେ departmentation କଲା ପୂର୍ବରୁ କଣ କଣ କରିବ? This is the steps. Another thing we'll understand delegation. What is delegation? Delegation, suppose ତମେ ଗୋଟେ example ଦେବି, ତମ ସ୍କୁଲ ରେ କି ତମ କଲେଜ ରେ, if you have a function, if you have something, an annual function or fresher function, something like that. So what you will do? Their principal will give the responsibility to the your principal will give the responsibility to the different teachers, different faculty, different HOD. Suppose your HOD got the responsibility of managing the annual function. So he cannot do anything alone. He is responsible, but he is actually delegating the work. One faculty to for decoration, another faculty for refreshment, another faculty for dance program, cultural program, another faculty for shopping, purchasing, award, like that. So, but ultimately he is responsible for everything. So that is delegation. He is assigning the work and getting the work done by others. ତମକୁ ଗୋଟେ କାମ ଦିଆଗଲା, ତମେ କଣ କରୁଛ? ତମେ ତମର ପାଖରେ ଯିଏ ଥିବେ, ତମ ଭାଇ କୁ କିମ୍ବା ତମ ସାଙ୍ଗ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ଡେଲିଗେଟ କରୁଛ. ତମେ ତାଙ୍କୁ କାମ ଦଉଛ, ତମର ଧର କିଛି ଗୋଟେ ବୁଢା ଲେଖିବାର ଅଛି କି ଗୋଟେ ଗୋଟେ ଘର କାମ ଅଛି, then you are associating with your friend, you are delegating, you are assigning something to your brother. They are actually, I can see
Mae
some background noise.
li ngari in khaji le idan dong sar ina ne ina ar gon kar bol kar ma kya moza laga
Okay, I mute everyone. So we are discussing delegation. Delegation means you are assigning the work to the different people. Before you delegate, you should know what to delegate. Delegation tips of managers. Suppose you are delegating something. So what are the tips? You are aware of what tasks to delegate. Whether that person ସେ କରିପାରିବ କି ନାହିଁ, ତମେ ଜଣକୁ ଗୋଟେ କାମ ଦଉଛ, ସେ କାମ କରିପାରିବ କି ନାହିଁ, you should have that idea. Play to your employees' strength and goals. ତାଙ୍କର ଅଭିଜ୍ଞତା କେତେ, ତାଙ୍କର ସେ କାମ କରିବାର କାପାସିଟି କେତେ, ସବୁ ଜାଣିଥିବା ଦରକାର। Define the desired outcome. ସେ କାମଟା କରିଲେ ସେ କଣ କରିବେ, କେମିତି କରିବେ, ତାଙ୍କୁ ସବୁ ଡାଇରେକ୍ସନ ଦବ। Provide the right resource and level of authority. ତାଙ୍କୁ ଦରକାର ପଡ଼ିଲେ ତାଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ authority responsibility ଅଛି, ତାଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ power ଅଛି, that also you have to give them. Establish a clear communication channel. Suppose ତମେ ତମର ଗୁଡାଏ ସପିଂ କରିବାର ଅଛି, ଗୁଡାଏ ମାର୍କେଟିଂ କରିବାର ଅଛି, କିଛି ସଉଦା ଆଣିବାର ଅଛି ଘରକୁ, you are delegating the work to your brother. You know that you need a cycle, you need something that to carry or to go that shop. ତାକୁ ତମେ ସେଇ privilege ନାହିଁ ତା ପାଖରେ, he cannot take the cycle. So you have to give the proper authority so he can take the cycle. Or you need to understand that. And another thing is allow the failure. So ଜଣେ ନ କରିପାରୁଛି, you should accept that the person is failed. Be patient. ଧୈର୍ଯ୍ୟ ଥିବା ଦରକାର. Deliver and give the feedback. Suppose ଜଣେ ଭଲରେ କଲା କାମଟା, you have to give the feedback. You have to give the good thing. Thank you, ସାବାସୀ, ଯାହେଲେ ଗୋଟେ appreciate କରିବାର ଅଛି. Give credit where it due, recognition. ଏଇ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ minimum tips. Before you delegate something, you should know what to do, how to do, to whom you are delegating. All these things you should know. And you are giving the proper authority for responsibility to the person before you delegate some. Suppose you are giving something that person will not have experience or cannot do. So you should know the skills and strength of that person. You should know what the person can do, what the person cannot do. So all these things you should know. That is delegation. So there are tips, there are different tips for manager you delegate. Another model is planning. You have seen PDCA. Plan, do, check, act. PDCA. That means for any work, you will plan, you will prepare, then you will do the work, then we will check if there is a change. If there is a change in plan, then you will act. And this is a cycle. For example, you are going to your college. From your home, you are going to Bhubaneswar. So you will plan when, which day you will go, how you will go. ତମେ ଘରୁ ବାହାରିଲା ପରେ ତମର ଯଦି ବାଇକ୍ ପମ୍ପଚର ହେଇଗଲା କି ଚେନ୍ ଛିଡ଼ିଗଲା, ତମେ କଣ କରିବ? Then you change your plan. You call to a friend, then someone else will drop you in the bus stop. So you change your plan, again you will act based on your change. Whatever the plan you change, so that means every time on the work when is going on, you are checking your plan, you are changing your plan, you are again acting based on the change. PDCA, plan, do, check, act. What you do in each of these is written here. What you will do, how we might do it, and why you are doing it. In planning section, you will identify the work, what you do, what is your target. So you will understand this, identify the risk. कौन कौन रिस्क ହେଇପାରେ ବାଟରେ ବର୍ଷା ହବ କି କଣ ତମେ ଛତାଟା ନେଇକି ଯାଇଥିବ କିମ୍ବା ରେନକୋଟ ରଖିଥିବ ପାଖରେ you are planning all these things. Create a system to document the change process. ତମେ ଯାହା ଯାହା ପ୍ଲାନ୍ କଲ ତାକୁ ସବୁ document करते हो then do then you actually work in your plan. You start, you put your umbrella, prepare to the action. That is the do section. When you are actually executing the plan whatever you thought of, ତମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ପ୍ଲାନ୍ କଲ ତାପରେ actual କାମ କଲ ଯେତେବେଳେ କାମ ଚାଲିଛି then you are checking the result and outcome in terms of the solution and fora and our approaches to deliver. Review performance, review your changes. ତାପରେ ତମର କିଛି ବାଟରେ ଅସୁବିଧା ହେଲା ଗୋଟେ ଆକ୍ସିଡେଣ୍ଟ ହେଇଗଲା କି ସତରେ ବର୍ଷା ହେଲା ତମେ ଅମ୍ବ୍ରେଲା ଆଣିନ then you are taking rest in someone's house. then ତମର ଡେରି ହେଇଗଲା କଲେଜରେ ପହଞ୍ଚିବା you are actually changing your plan. ଡେରି ହେଇଗଲା କଣ କରିବ ତମକୁ ପୁଣି ରହିବାକୁ ପଡିବ କି ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱରରେ କଣ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ then you are checking your plan, you are doing the modification, you are reviewing the performance, you are reviewing your work, what you do. Then again, based on your new plan, you will again act. You will again proceed, you will again stay, whatever you change. Use and act upon what we have learned to inform our next plan step. Identify the lesson learned, repeat. So it's a repetitive process. Plan, do, check, act. Again you will plan, again you will do, again you will check and act. So every time you are going through a cycle, you are reviewing. You think about your career, your job, or your personal life. You actually do the same thing. Suppose you are doing a course for next 3 years. So every time you are doing plan and checking. Suppose तुम्हारा ଗୋଟେ पेपर କିଛି ଖରାପ ହେଇଗଲା କି ବ୍ୟାକ୍ ହେଇଗଲା ତମେ ତାକୁ କଣ କରୁଛ ପୁଣି ପ୍ଲାନ୍ ଆଡ୍ କରୁଛ ପୁଣି ପଢୁଛ ପୁଣି ପରୀକ୍ଷା ଦଉଛ ପୁଣି ପାସ୍ କରୁଛ ପୁଣି ପ୍ଲାନ୍ କରୁଛ ପୁଣି ଆକ୍ସନ ଆକ୍ସନ ରେ ଆସୁଛ ଆକ୍ସନ ମୋଡରେ ଆସୁଛ that is the main intention of this process. Plan, do, check, act. So what we studied? We studied one model, that is PDCA, and delegation of work. That is one important thing, delegation theory. Delegation refers to the transfer of responsibility for specific tasks from one person to another person. So when you are transferring from one person to another person, you are actually considering few things. What you are transferring, how, to whom you are transferring, how that person will do. You are reviewing the skills and whether the person will can do or not. Then you should allow the failure. You should give the appreciation. You give the feedback to the person. So these are different aspects of delegation. Effective delegation has two elements: delegating work to the team members who have skills in that area and giving team members opportunity to develop new skills to do this. Make sure you clearly understand each team member's strength and as well. So before you delegate, you are actually familiar with the team member. You understand everything, what the team is actually can do, can deliver. Delegation is something where you are getting the work done by others, but the responsibility is still with you. In that example, the responsibility is still with HOD. What I was talking about annual function, your school or college given the responsibility to one of the HOD to conduct the annual function. So that HOD has delegated to different faculty. But the responsibility lies with you. If the principal, if the school will ask, they will ask the HOD. They will not ask the people who are working. Departmentation, another concept we studied departmentation. What is departmentation? Divide your organization into multiple departments which are logically grouped, same work, same process. If if those people are having similar work, similar process, so in that context you will group them together. And departmentation has a lot of advantages and disadvantages when you are grouping them together. You are better utilizing the resources and skills, and you will have more focus on customer, and you will have better performance appraisal model because you can evaluate the people very nicely since they are having similar work in one department. At the same time, it is not advisable in small organization where people are less, where you want to minimize your manpower, you want to restrict something between the organization, and you have if you have multiple departments, you have to recruit many people, manage that. You have to
Yeah, that is
your operational cost will be more. So when you are less department, the operational cost will be less. That is mainly departmentalism, and departmentalism based on the functions, process, customers, product, market, geographical area. So you can divide your organization into multiple departments based on their work. We also studied the organization structure, line organization, staff organization, line and staff organization, matrix organization. This is actually when the organization has many people, how you are structuring them, how you are putting them in different structure, that is known as organization structure, different relationship, that is known as organization structure. So these are, you can see in bigger company, if you are working in bigger organization, you can see a lot of things in bigger organization. So these things we studied, then we'll continue this and we'll have some concept on different feedback mechanism, this communication mechanism. We'll understand that in the next class. Tomorrow we'll have class at the same time. If you have any attendance left out, please mark your name and roll number in the chat box. I'll collect your attendance and I'll have your class tomorrow and continue this slide. Today I will send the notes. We'll have some new topic tomorrow at the same time. Thank you.